Good morning, guys. My name is Ayush Kumar Dubey, and today I am going to install Hadoop on my Ubuntu. I have already installed Ubuntu on my VirtualBox, Oracle VirtualBox. And if you are Windows user, then you can use Oracle VirtualBox and install Ubuntu there in virtual environment. So I am going to follow this tutorial on YouTube, Hadoop installation guide, step by step. As you can say, how to install Hadoop on Ubuntu, installing Hadoop by Unfold Data Science. If you don't want to see this long video, then you can find the installation guide here in this drive link and you can run these commands. So these are all the commands that we are going to run. So let's get started. So first of all, check whether your system is updated with latest software packages or not. So I will run this command to update my system. Sudo apt update. It will update my system. Let's see. Now let's switch our user because it's causing problem. Uh, Now let's move forward. See guys, if your user is not root user or main user, then you will get it this error. So what you have to do is you have to change your route or switch the user. As you can see, I am doing this here. So instead of sudo, what I was writing wrong was I was writing sudo in place of nano. So I am using nano text editor, and we will open this file sudoers. And now what we have to do is we have to change this username all. Now we will type this here.
Electronics.
So it has been changed. Now let's move forward. Now we have switched our user to the main, or we can say root root user. So we will move forward. Now we will follow this installation guide, and let's start with updating our system. Sudo apt update. It is change. So it is updating my system. So let's wait for a second, for whatever time it's take. So as you can see, I have finished updating my system. Now we will install Java Development Kit, as we require Java language for working on Hadoop. So follow enter this command in your command line or terminal, sudo apt install open jdk. Here we are using stable version 8 of jdk, but we have latest version that may be like 11 or something. So we are installing Java Development Kit version 8. That's a stable version. So let's get started. So it will install all the necessary packages. As you can see, this is 163 MB, so it will take quite time. So let's pause. So now we will check Java version that we have installed for running this command. So as you can see, Java version. You can also run this Java C version. So our Java installation is successful. Now we will move to the next command. Follow on the go sudo apt install open SSH. So basically, SSH server is for security and secure connection to establish with cloud environment. So and it is compulsory to install this, otherwise we cannot move forward. So let's install this sudo apt install open SSH server open SSH client. Hyphen y is doing we are using hyphen y because it will set all the default values. Otherwise, if you do not set hyphen y at the last, you will be prompted with some questions and you have to give values to them. Now let's we have finished installing the OpenSSL server. Now we will add a new user, sudo add user, and after this whatever name you want to give to your Hadoop user, you can give this. I want Hadoop only, HDOOP, sudo add user Hadoop, and it is asking for the password. So I'm giving the password. My name is Ayush. Hadoop. Room number, any random number we can give room number. Just enter it. Work phone enter. Just enter it. Enter it. Is this information correct? Yes, it's correct. Now let's switch user to our Hadoop user. Switch to Hadoop. Password. Enter the password. We have switched the user from VBox user to Hadoop, as you can see here. Hadoop. Now let's move to the next command. We will generate a key for our SSH that will be beneficial in establishing a secure connection. Just check if we have entered the command correctly. SSH hyphen keygen space hyphen t space RSA space hyphen capital P space colons space dash F space dot SSH. So the command is correct. Let's run it. So it's generating directory. Your identification has been saved. Public has key has been saved. The key fingerprint. So you can see it is a unique key and it is using SHA 256 hashing algorithm. That's good. Let's move forward and see the contents of this file using cat command. So we are going to root directory, then to .ssh, then idrsa dot pub, and we are using indirection operators. So what it will do is it will take output from this file and it will save into the next file, that is ssh authorized copy. So let's check if we have entered everything correctly. Cat is dot ssh slash id underscore rsa dot pub indirection operators dot ssh authorized keys. So what it will do is it will take your key generated key from id rsa dot pub file and it will save the output to authorized keys. Right. Let's enter it. So it's successful. Now let's run next command. It will change the module, or we can say permissions, for our file authorized key files. So we are basically changing the permissions. See, there can be typo errors, so be careful with that. Changing mod to 0600. 0600 here indicates read, write permission, user permissions, group permission, etc. You can read more about that. So let's enter it. So now we'll run localhost SSS server on localhost. The authenticity of can't be established. We'll press yes. Let's move forward. Permanently added. So it's successful. Now we will have to download Hadoop. So you can just copy this command and paste it, and we will move forward after the Hadoop installation is finished. So as you can see, we have finished downloading Hadoop binary package files. It is of 470 MB, so it can take time on your computer. Now let's extract this file tar Hadoop tar dot. So it will extract the file. So let's wait for it to be extracted. So as you can see, we have finished extraction of Hadoop. Here you can see that. Now what we have to do is we have to edit 6 files. So let's get started with the first file. Now let's get started. So sudo means super user do. Nano here is the text editor, and we have to edit first dot bash rc file. Mm, Hadoop is not in the sudoers file. The incident will be reported. So we have to first add this uh, Hadoop into the sudoers file. So what we will do is switch our user to the main user, that is vbox user. Okay, we have switched our user, the password or whatever password. Here, now we will add the our Hadoop user to the main user, sudo add user. Firstly, vbox user was also not our main user, so we have added in sudoers file by editing directly that file. But here vbox user is the already in the sudo user, so we can use vbox user to add Hadoop in our sudoers file. So let's finish this password for vbox user, whatever password it is. Enter. So Hadoop is added in the sudo. Now again switch back to Hadoop as user. We have switched back to Hadoop user. Now we will start editing the first file, sudo super user do nano dot bash rc file. Hadoop. So what we have to do is we have to add this in our Hadoop related this at the last of the file. So let's copy it. Let's move to the bottom of the file and let's paste it here. See, it is pasted, and let's save it. Control X. I want to save it, and then file name to add dot bash. Now we will run the next command, that is source dot bash rc. So let's run it. Source. Now let's edit our second file. That's sudo demo. So let's environment file it is. Copy it and paste it here. It might be possible that you are using Control C for copying, but Control V is not working in your terminal, so you can use Control Shift V. And now we will add below lines at the last of our this file. Let's go to the bottom of the file and let's paste it here. We don't want to change. Now we will edit the third file. Go to nano site.xml. We have to add these lines in between the configuration. Some sort of markup language. Add below lines in this file between configuration and configuration. So we will add this line there. We have successfully. Now Control H to exit. We want to save the buffer without changing file name. Let's save it. Now we will edit the fourth file. Let's edit. It's a Hadoop distributed file system site.xml. Copy it. Control C. Paste here. Control V. Control Shift V. Okay. So I have used Control V then Control. So it's quite a. Let's change this and enter. We will now add below lines in between configurations. So copy this. Control C. Let's move here. Control Shift V. Control X, Y, and save. Now we will edit fifth file. It is map.site.xml. Control C. Let's paste here. Add below lines in configuration and configuration. We will copy this. Paste here. Where? Control X. Yes. And let's move forward. We will edit fourth file. Sixth file. Sorry. Again, I have entered Control V and Control Shift. That's why it's not showing problem here. Enter. Now we will add site specific configuration. We'll copy this. Control C, Control Shift V, Control X, yes, and enter. Change this file. Now we will launch Hadoop. Copy this command hdfs name node format, or you can type that also hdfs name node hyphen format. So it will successfully finish the installation. Now what we have to do is start. First see the contents, list Hadoop, change directory to Hadoop, list the contents where we have to go here in sbin, change directory to sbin, list the contents. You can see start dfs.sh. We will run that file. Start dfs.sh, and it will start name nodes on localhost. Starting data nodes. Now we will start yarn dot start yarn dot sh to start yarn. Now we will check what all processes are running by Java processing system JPS, and you can see node manager is running, data node is active, name node is active, secondary name node and resource manager is active, and JPS is running. Now we will go to now after running JPS, you can see all the details here, and now open localhost 9870, and we can see name node running here, and you can read Apache org official documentation to see what we have changed in all these 6 files. And you can see the name node default HTTP port is 9870. For resource manager it is 8088, and for map reduce job history server it is 1988. So we will see for resource manager you can see clusters stop our server. Let's run stop all dot sh. Oh sorry, stop all dot sh. It will stop all Hadoop daemons in 10 seconds, and after this your installation is finished. Okay, goodbye.